we're talking about talent today,
Yes,
right? And beyond going to the definition of what talent is, talent is also a unit of measurement from back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, take me to
that's
church
true.
now.
That's
Yes,
true, that's true.
and
Talent of,
Bible.
talent of silver.
Yes.
and one
Wow,
talent was
wow.
equal to about 20 years worth of wages for a laborer. 20 years, and by today's standards, one talent would equal about 600,000 US dollars.
No, no.
600,000 US dollars. So just to put it in perspective, what you're sitting on a
Come
gold
on now.
mine if you
Gold
don't nurture
mine.
it.
Boy,
So,
oh boy.
so let's go. What's talent really?
Well, taking it a notch higher from where you stopped, talent is actually intelligence. Yes. Talent is intelligence, and everybody who is exhibiting or expressing one form of intelligence or one form of talent or the other actually is expressing certain intelligence. For instance, it takes a lot of intelligence to be a broadcaster, true of us.
Yes, it does. I'll
That's
tell you
what
for
it
free.
is. Now, the only way you would, or one of the ways you actually know that this is rare intelligence, is if you bring, say, a vulcanizer. Now, without no puns intended, who demonstrates intelligence when it comes to vulcanizing, and you bring the guy to the radio, the guy will be lost.
Right.
He definitely won't know what to say and what to do. So, every child, the moment they are born, they come with a lot of intelligence that we need to unpack. But you see, the problem we have is that there is a limit placed on certain intelligence that we possess based on the adults surrounding us. So the adults in our lives kind of place a ceiling to how much intelligence we
You
can
display.
That's it. We can display. Because such adults, first of all, need to understand what talent is all about. They need to understand what can happen when this talent, when you mine it. Now, I'm coming to your definition.
Yes.
You know, in scriptures, there's a parable, the parable of the talent.
Yes.
They were giving talent. The same way. So, if you create that nexus between your definition and the intelligence part of talent, it is actually putting to use whatever intelligence, whatever gift, whatever currency that you possess. So, Barbie, I'm going to pick on you now. Barbie cooks, isn't it?
Yes, she does.
That's the level of intelligence. Now, if you put certain people in the kitchen, you know what will happen, eh? They will burn that. So that they don't have intelligence as far as making meals. And we're not just talking about making meals, but making decent, tasty, nutritious meals. It takes a lot of talent to do that.
Yeah. Does making pap count?
Wow,
That's my
wow.
area of
You
specialty.
just need to plug yourself in
You know.
there.
But you see, there are pap and there are pap.
Yes, so
Bop.
there's Papi Lulu.
There's you know, so when you now come into doing all sorts of things with pap, that's another level of intelligence. You know, somebody served me noodles one day, and I'm like, come on, is this noodles? I don't understand. It was extraterrestrial. Now we'll leave it there. That is intelligence. But you see, the same way you don't value or appreciate talent, when you meet somebody who's made a fantastic meal,
You don't recognize it.
no, you don't. It's just like basketball in the hands of, say, Kingsley. It's just one round
Leather.
that doesn't really make so much sense. The same basketball in the hands of Michael Jordan or LeBron James.
Yeah.
It's an industry. That's what happens. So now back to Bibie's talent. Now, Bibie is not miming that talent. So it takes us back to your definition.
Yeah. It's
So it is worth maybe
a lot more than $600,000 if mined properly.
exactly, but it is still in its
Raw form.
not so raw, but a bit elevated.
Yeah.
But not there yet. So the more you mine that talent, the more the value increases. That is what it is. And then there
Okay.
are people. Okay, please.
Sorry, I just wanted to let you in. My parents did not discover that talent in me.
No.
I did. So how do the parents identify the talent in children now?
Yeah.
Good. That's the trust, isn't it?
Yeah.
Simple. Observe. There's a lot you can see in a child when you observe the child. But you see, how do you observe? You need to have the eyes that can identify. And it is not just an eye, it is also intelligence on its own. You need to be intelligent enough to spot that this child is demonstrating rare intelligence here, talent here. I'll give you this. A 3-year-old who moves to a rhythm in a sequence that is heavily synchronized, you know that is not ordinary.
No normal.
That's not normal. It's talent. It's intelligence. A 4-year-old who is singing and the notes are like,
Are landing where they should.
you know what I'm talking about. That is not.
It's not coincidence.
No, that is
Okay.
talent. The same way, a 4-year-old who picks a book and he is reading or she is reading, and all the tenses are dropping. The punctuations he or she hasn't been taught, just to sound the words. And the next thing, the child started to read, and you're like, come on, who is reading? And you see, you can't even find the person. That is talent. Some kids at 6, they write you a letter, you're wondering who wrote this thing. I wrote it. That is talent. And now these are as sublime as can be. Then you have the one I call the performing talent, which is where dance comes in.
Yeah.
Then you have the sporting talent, where you have the 6-year-old running with the ball, controlling, dunking,
Stamina.
swimming. No. These are not just energy. These are intelligence being displayed. So if you are a parent or you are an adult whose work and life influences the life of a child, you need to know that there's something here that we need to pay attention to.
Okay, so I want us to give pointers to parents, because I like, as you've said, how you should identify it and what exactly is talent, because you can have children that do a lot of things fairly well, and you're saying maybe an exceptional for maybe that age, and all of that. So but we place more emphasis on the performing kind of talent.
Yes, because that is obvious, that's what you can see. But there's also what I call the non-performing talent, that you know that this is also something rare. For instance, empathy, hospitality. Yes, there are
Okay.
children who are very empathetic. They can feel what you're feeling. They just Auntie Baby, you're not happy today, what's going on? And you're like, come on, did I tell you?
Yeah.
And they just picked it. They've seen the cues. That empathy is a gift. Empathy is some demonstration of talent on its own. Some kids can serve you fantastically. You come to their house, they give you water, they make you feel welcome.
Are you hungry?
It is hospitality. Not everybody. Some kids don't give it. That once you come in, they just move.
They'll ask you what you brought for them. What's
They might
that
not even
going?
raise their head up and
You
continue
understand?
what they're doing.
They ask you, what did you buy for us? Why? Another child says, Uncle Rex, have you taken something? Did you want to eat? What can I get you? And they serve you well. And they're kids. You have kids who are, they have the spirit of volunteerism. They are in your space, they want to do something. They want to help. I recall a child those days. The mother wanted her to sing, so she joined the choir. And along the line, she said, I don't want to sing. This is the choir that everybody is falling over themselves to join. This child, you managed to get in, and she's opting out. You know what she said? She said, I want to escort people to the toilet. I want to give people water. I want to help them sign in. That's all I want to do in the choir. That's all. And she was happy doing it. You have so many kids like that. And then self-awareness.
Yeah.
Some children, before you even engage them, they already know themselves.
Yeah.
They know what they want, they know what they don't want, they know how to dress. Now, this, I don't know where we place this. Some children have an exceptional sense of style.
Indeed. Fashionistas.
Oh, no. At 5, baby, they know
What to combine.
This is the boot I want to wear. I'm going to wear this boot, I'm going to wear it on this jeans, and this is the top. And when they step out,
They look good.
you don't want to. This is
All right.
You know.
We're still talking talent development for parents and schools. There's a whole lot to unpack when it comes to talent. So we're going to delve into more specifics on what you should do when it comes to now managing the talent. You've identified
from
it,
the school point of
especially
view.
from the school point of
Yeah.
view.
All right, it's your number one lifestyle station, City 1051. Parenting today, Uncle K. Uncle Kingsley is still here, letting us in
it's
on
getting sexy.
on how to just manage, talent in kids. And I think we should now focus on schools now
Yes,
and how they can, best be prepared for that.
Great. To start with, schools need to be designed to spot talents. And in spotting talent, you need to find people who have the eyes to do that. That's 1. 2, teachers need to, first of all, come into the classroom and not just see children. You see talent, you see all forms of intelligence in your class. So if you have 30 children, 20, 25, these are 20, 25, 30 intelligences, so to speak, being locked in. So while you're teaching, say, biology, you have talents that need to be unleashed just from that subject. While you're teaching English, maths, for instance, I used to say that maths is not just a subject. Maths is a life skill.
It is.
And so, if you see me as a talent, you will teach maths as a life skill, because indeed, outside the classroom, maths is applicable. So, what are the life application? What are the subject relevance? You understand? So how relevant is maths? How relevant is Greek science? How relevant is name it, geography?
Integrated science.
That's it. Today you have radio garden. That's geography coming in touch with technology and broadcasting. Those are is a convergence. So teaching a subject as just a subject is not going to help, because there's this program, Bob the Explorer.
Okay.
It was designed by civil engineers, but it's a TV program. These are civil engineers who became broadcasters just to communicate civil engineering, so that kids can watch and be interested in building. So
Bob the Builder, though.
Yes, it's Bob
the Builder.
Yes.
Can you fix it?
Exactly.
Okay. It's Dora the Explorer.
No,
yes.
no,
Okay.
it's
It's
not
Bob the
Dora.
Builder.
It's not
Okay.
Dora now. It's
All
Bob
right.
the
It's Bob the Builder. Okay.
You get it? So there are so many shows like that. So when you are in a classroom and say you're teaching a subject in biology, you can actually bring in a lab scientist. As the teacher, you don't have to teach that topic. Let somebody come in and provide the experiential dimension to that.
I know a perfect topic that the lab scientists can take. That the one
Fantastic.
about cells and atoms.
You get the
you know,
point.
And make it
Yes.
more interesting. 'cause
Exactly.
You
it's
get
so
it.
boring,
And
actually.
you have you can bring in a doctor to the classroom to teach. There are issues. If you're teaching dentition, for instance, you can bring a dentist. The dentist will come with all their prompts and stuff
Yes.
and deliver a fantastic topic.
Yes.
Somebody could make up their mind to become a dentist
Right
just that
there.
day.
Yes.
So that's the way it's done. You have these days drama is no longer taught as a subject, not as a co-curricular or extracurricular activity. So you're teaching. Drama was a subject in my school, and we had drama week. Drama week, all the houses, the way you have inter-house sports.
Yes.
All the houses would pick a drama, will pick a play, will rework the
From
play,
Shakespeare.
will cast, will do the
Even from
costuming,
Nigerian authors.
Yeah.
and then we will act. So you have each house per day. It's the guy who was the best the best actor there.
Yeah.
He's a medical doctor now.
Whoa.
Yes, but he's faded into, nobody knows where he is now. We
Yeah.
all thought this guy will be.
Was going to be like
I'm telling you.
in Hollywood
Wow.
So
actor.
that's where this thing comes in. I know so many kids who found their voice by just attending drama class.
I wish I had that in my school actually.
You get what I'm saying?
Does it now mean there's going to be like a change in the curriculum, or there's going to be like a reworking of how it is being taught?
whatever, a combination of all factors. You know why? Because let's assume I am gifted athletically. I have athletic intelligence, right? And I attended a school that has no field. That's all. I will become an adult who was gifted sports-wise, but never realized it because of the school I attended. And of course, parents who didn't even know their left from their right. So, if I have what it takes to be the next Michael Phelps, right?
Yeah.
And I attended a school that no swimming pool, no nothing, or I'm even in a city where there's no pool, I am not going to emerge. So it takes a lot of factors. First of all, knowing that children, as they come to school, they are a bundle of talents. So how do we unlock those talents? We need to create the system, the process, and then have people who have the eyes. You know, that's why I wrote the book When Fishes Climb Trees. Sorry for that commercial break. So we can really understand how to create the system. It's not rocket science. I can tell you, it's not. Every subject you teach has its potentials for unlocking a particular talent in a child, and that may just be what will push that child to do whatever they want to do in life.
Okay, and just to piggyback what you just said, it also means that parents who have done their work